Okay, so last lecture we learn about the Arduino. Now today we go with the Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi, a concept related with that one. So first we understand what is a Raspberry Pi and what are the component will be considered during in a Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is a name of some credit card, like a credit card sized computer board developed by a uh, Raspberry PI Foundation. Actually, it is a small credit card-like structure which is developed by Raspberry Pi. It get a plug in a TV or a monitor and provide fully functional computer capability, which have provide all the functional capability by this one, and which plug in TV or any device or any monitor smart device which can be make an smart parameter. The Raspberry Pi is a series of powerful small signal board computer. Um, Various versions of Raspberry Pis has been till uh, available. All version consist of the Broadcom system. So it consists of Broadcom system. It is important parameter on a chip, that is SoC, with a integrated ARM compatible CPU and chip graphic processing unit, that is GPU. So this board, that is a simple credit card like structure, which having a number of parameter within that one. So he look like a smart uh, device. So it include Broadcom system on a chip with integrated ARM processor, uh, then graphical processing unit. All are include the in that one. So considering this diagram, just look out the this is a diagram related with a Raspberry Pi which contain the number of components. So this is a camera, that is a we say that camera model. These are the LEDs, then dual USB slot, then RJ45 Ethernet, then 3.5 mm AV jack. This is a micro HDMI port, then power supply, and this will be a SD card slot. So considering this parameter, uh, when we go with a processor, so it contains the microprocessor with RAM and ROM also. So Raspberry Pi use the Broadcom BCM285 system on chip, which is a ARM processor and video core graphics processor, that is GPU, the graphical processor unit. It is the heart of Raspberry Pi, which control the operation of all the connected device and handle all the required computation. So this is a inbuilt parameter which will be available, which can handle the number of parameter, which include the ARM processor also and the GPU, which can control the all the operation of the Raspberry Pi. So HDMI next parameter is related with a HDMI, that is a high definition multimedia interface. It is used for the transmitting video or digital audio or data to a computer monitor or the digital TV. So this HDMI port helps Raspberry Pi to be connect its signal to any digital device such as a monitor and digital TV or the display through the HDMI cable. So considering this parameter, that is HDMI, which can be help uh, to make a transmission of video and digital audio data to a computer or monitor. So the HDMI port helps to Raspberry Pi to connect its signal to any digital devices such as a monitor and that part. Next, considering with that important parameter is a GPIO port, that is a general purpose input output. So considering this one general process, that is this one GPIO, it is a 40 in uh, parameter or the GPIO ports are available on the Raspberry Pi, which allow the user to interface various input output device. So the GPU 40 pin GPIO help to that interconnect the number of pins for the connecting number of inputs related with the Raspberry Pi. So audio, next is the audio output. So it have also audio output, and audio connector is available for the connecting audio output devices such as a headphone and speakers. So that is a big advantage. Then USB port. This is a common uh, port available for the connecting peripheral such as a mouse, keyboards, any other input devices. Then SD card. Hmm. So the SD card is also available with the Raspberry Pi. The SD card slot is available on the Raspberry Pi as an SD card with an operating system installed in required for the boosting of device. So most of the time we know that so our laptop system which having the RAM, that is the random access memory. So it is a 2 GB. If we want to make a more faster the system, that time we increase this RAM up to the 4 GB or 8 GB. So it's like that to increase the capacity of processing, the SD card will be help to boost the device capacity. Next, it can include the Ethernet. Uh, the Ethernet connect to allow access the wired network. It is available only on the Model B type of Raspberry Pi. So to connect with LAN, Ethernet will be helpful. So Raspberry Pi is also possible to interconnect with internet. Then power supply, micro USB power connector is available onto which have a 5-volt power supply can be connected. Camera model is also connected with a camera. So camera serial interfacing, that is CSI, connected to Broadcom processor to be the PI camera. And next is the display. So display is a serial interfacing DSI is used to be a connect the LCD to Raspberry Pi using a 15 to 15 pin ribbon cables. DSI provides a high resolution display interfacing that it is a specially used for the sending the video data. So display is used to be a processing with the video parameters. So considering this parameter, so Raspberry Pi contain the number of component is like GPIO, that is general processing unit, which can be helped to interconnect the number of input device. It have a SD card slot, which will be helped to boost the processing to increase the processing capacity. Then HDMI, that is a high definition multimedia interfacing, which can be used to be a interface the number of microprocessor, which contain the processor which having a ARM and both the GPU. So it is good for the parameters. So this is overview about the Raspberry Pi related with what are the content he have with a Raspberry Pi. So today we'll learn about the what is the Raspberry Pi parameter. So Raspberry Pi is a small credit card like card which contain both the ARM processor and GPU with a number of facility which have a Ethernet capability to connect. Then to interconnect transmission of video and audio signals, display of the signals. Then camera is available. So all functionality will be available. So Raspberry Pi can be make interactive and smart device to any monitor or a TV, which can be capable to be interconnect and convert into a smart device.